introduce the President and CEO of Cat Care Society, ladies and gentlemen, Diane Stoner.
Thank you, Ed. On behalf of the Cat Care Society, Board of Directors and staff, I would like to welcome you to our third annual Tales of the Painted Cats fundraiser. And I would like to issue a disclaimer. If you were here last year, you've heard this already, but I have a voice disorder, so my vocal cords don't close when they're supposed to, so I sound very breathy. Sometimes I squeak, which is entertaining. But I can't be very loud, so bear with me while I have to listen closely. And I have to say, my boyfriend likes it because I can't yell. The best I can do is type an email in all capital letters. So with that said, we are celebrating 32 years of serving the Metro Denver community with our shelter services and community outreach programs. We have saved thousands of cats for our 32 years, and none of that would be possible without the support of generous donors like you. So thank you very much for being here this evening and for helping us throughout the years. And a big round of applause. Cat Care was founded in 1981 by Lynn Lowe and Dr. Linda East. And I believe Dr. East is here with us this evening. If so, I would like her to stand up so we can thank her for all the foresight in founding it. And following Ed's lead, I have a few people to thank. I would like to thank, I just got this today. This is the coolest thing ever. It advances the slides from anywhere in this room. I would like to thank the Tales of the Painted Cats Committee, which was led by Marcia Crest and Barbara Kane, who have worked tirelessly to bring this event together. And seriously, I mean tirelessly. We had a little glitch last night at the dry rehearsal, but we've overcome it. The event is wonderful, and it manages to get better every year. So thank you to the committee. So I would also like to acknowledge the tireless efforts of my fellow directors on the board of directors who have done so much to keep Cat Care Society afloat during the last few years. We've also had, since last year, we've had two members join us. We have Margie Dassler, who's new, and also Richard Swanson, so welcome to them. Labor of love, and I have to say that it is the most challenging and the most rewarding work that I have ever done. It really, really is. So thank you for letting me be your board president. And finally, and most importantly, I would like to thank our staff or our volunteers who do so much to help CCS. We don't have room on the screen to list all the hundreds of volunteers who help us out, but they do so much for us, from feeding and scooping so the staff can take a day off, to administrative work, data entry, to helping with newsletters, and even doing facility maintenance. We wouldn't be able to do everything that we do without their assistance. So thank you to all the volunteers who help us out throughout the year. I would like to thank our staff. We have a great staff at Cat Care Society. They see a lot of really hard things every day. Cats that come in not in great shape, and they work so hard and they do so much. You know, like every nonprofit, we have some resource constraints, but they work so hard and they see so many wonderful things too. The work that they do to help the cats find new homes and to bring them back to home. So I would like to thank all of our staff members, and if you're here today and you're staff member, please do stand up so we might recognize you. And baseball. The asterisk does not mean she uses steroids. What it does mean is that we would like to thank her for 20 years of service and also for thinking up the idea of Tales of the Painted Cats. This is our 3rd year. She is our artist in residence, if you will. And she has really been a leader in helping us get this fundraiser off the ground. So Jane, if you are here this evening, please stand up for us. So thank you to all of our volunteers and staff who do so much for us. And now I would like to tell you a story, the story of Willie. I'm being very soft. The story of Willie. He is a CCS alum, I guess, his story kind of illustrates the passion and the compassion of all of the staff members and volunteers who help out at Cat Care Society. So I wanted to share his story. In the fall of 2000, he was 5 months old, black and white kitten, also known as a tuxedo kitten, who was found in somebody's backyard. So he was brought to us, and we noticed he was kind of wary of humans. But he was here for a few days. We kind of got him back in better shape. And a senior couple came in a few days after, and they adopted him. And he went home with them, and they had no other pets, and he thrived there for many, many years. Unfortunately, his mom died, and the father went into assisted living, so the family brought him back to CCS. And that's like a nice little plug for CCS, is if you adopt a cat from us, the cat is always welcome back. Rather than have somebody say, we can't take care of this cat anymore, we're going to open the door and let it loose and live wild, bring it back to us, we will take care of it and make sure it gets adopted to another family. And that's what we did for Willie. He was grieving over the loss of his dad, if you will, and we had trouble getting him to eat. Eventually he came around and we started playing and socializing with the other animals, and a month later a family with 2 teenagers came by and adopted him, and he had a new forever home. But unfortunately that was not to be. The adoption lasted for only about 7 months. The father in the family couldn't adjust to living with a cat. It might have been a cat here. Anyhow, so Willie came back to CCS. So, oops, sorry. In October 2009, he came back to us. He was shy and very withdrawn when he came back to us, and he was extra wary of men at this point. So we had our work cut out for us. But our staff and our volunteers do what they always do. They went to work, they showered 9-year-old Willie with love and affection and food works wonders. Over the next 3 years, Willie slowly responded to our team's loving care and our safe environment. And he was passed over several times for adoption. Senior cats, which is a cat age 10 and older, often are passed over in favor of kittens. But eventually, he came out of his shell, and a woman came into the shelter last spring, and her name was Dee, and she was looking for the perfect cat, and she found that in Willie. And Dee, who has no other pets, reported that Willie is doing great. He is going through a whole cooked chicken per week, apparently. Might eat him, but he's loved and safe. So while Willie's story has its share of frustrations and letdowns, it ultimately is the same uplifting story of second and even third chances that we like to give the cats in our care. And it shows the tireless devotion of our caregivers, our volunteers, and our staff, and what CCS is really all about, and what your support helps us do for the community. It not only enables us, to provide second and third chances for the abused, neglected, and abandoned cats of Metro Denver, but it also lets us connect people in Denver to their perfect companions. So thank you again for your support here tonight.